You're rebranding the podcast in 2026. I think in 2026 is, and then probably next week we'll be talking about New Year's resolutions. But you're rebranding the podcast for 2026. Explain all the names of your shows.
Thanks for having me back on, Neil. Yeah, so uh, some subtle changes coming, right? So Vet SOS is Vet SOS. We're not changing that, but our entrepreneurial spotlight and the educational resources spotlight, we're going to just rebrand under new names because the names are a mouthful, right? So we talked with the hosts and we came up with some ideas that we think will just better capture the show. So with the entrepreneur spotlight, we're moving to Operation Startup. Same host, same concept. Everything's going to be the same there. We're just changing the name of it. It'll be Vet SOS presents Operation Startup. Um, and I think it better captures what we're trying to do there because we really want to harness that entrepreneurial spirit. And then with the educational resources spotlight, we're changing that to Learning Lifeline. Keeping with the Vet SOS theme, and basically it once again same show. We're going to be talking to the educational schools and programs out there, and just bringing all the best information we can to help you make the best education choices for yourself and your family.
Wow. I mean, and it's an exciting time, for sure to have those. And what made you kind of think I'm going to change the names?
I think part of it was just it was a mouthful to begin with. The ideas we came up with originally were kind of spur of the moment, and I think they worked to get us started, right? And I think it's just a matter of every organization changes a little bit over time as they grow and mature, and I think that time came to just sort of rebrand the names there, and I think it'll help. It'll be one on social media. It'll be easier to market that way, and two, I think it'll ring a little bit more true with the audience, right? Where before it really was just a mouthful.
Absolutely. A mouthful. And how much of a mouthful? A big one for
Oh
sure.
yeah, oh yeah.
And looking at the hosts and looking at your network of shows, wow, you wouldn't have thought this at the beginning of the year. Now, next year, you have more ideas.
Oh, absolutely. There's a couple things that we're really trying to accomplish in 26. One, want to put a plug out there now is we're looking to bring on more board members for the board for the nonprofit. So, if it's something you're interested in being a part of a startup nonprofit, a brand that's been out there for a couple of years, we're trying to make that transition. Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if there's a good fit there. Two, obviously we're doing the rebranding, but then we're also still working on three potential new shows. We're looking at the idea of doing a Skillbridge show. We really love that idea. A show that'll be able to help people learn about what the opportunity is actually going to be. If we can get the Skillbridge managers to come on and talk about the work you're going to be doing, how much more beneficial will that be for the service member to know what they're getting into beforehand? Because that's one thing we hear too often is I wasted my Skillbridge, and we don't want people to waste that. We want it
No.
to be a great opportunity for them. And then we're still looking at a spouse show. The military spouse, veteran spouse is just such a integral part of us as service members in our service that we want to be able to help them and continue to help that community. So we think that's an important thing to do as well. And then the final piece being the veteran Christian testimonial show, something that's near and dear to my heart, and I think something that will benefit the world as a whole. So we want to get that out there as well. So continue to do that. And then obviously the big pole in the tent is the online recording platform, where we want to be able to capture every veteran and veteran spouse transition story and build a sortable database online where you can hear all these amazing stories from our community. And I just think that's going to change the world. I mean, the stories are so powerful that it pulls at everything. So really want to get that launched as well this year, and very excited for where we're going to be going.
All right. Well, it's really exciting times. We're going to talk New Year's resolutions next week. I can't believe we're getting closer and closer to the end of 2025, heading into 2026. And you guys just keep rolling. Different thing. You guys have shows going all the way to 2026. A lot of podcasts have already taken their break. Have you noticed that? We just keep going.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's it's one of those things where we've been blessed to continue to have people come on. We have people waiting in the wings to be recorded. Very excited for where we're going, and very excited for some of these new shows coming up, and new guests coming up. There's some great organizations out there that we found here recently that are just really cool, and it's stuff we haven't talked about yet. So very excited to get all that out there.
All right. Best place to go?
VetSOSpodcast.com.
All right. Thank you again, Shawn.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Neil.
it. You're listening and watching The Neil Haley Show, and we'll be back.